About 6 years ago, I made a conscious decision to stop drinking alcohol. It wasn't anything profound. It wasn't like this aha moment. It kind of slowly started creeping up on me. I was married to an alcoholic for 20 years. I watched him destroy his mind, his body, his soul, our finances, our marriage, his relationship with his parents, his siblings, his friends, his family, his kids, me. Everything was completely disrupted when he started to turn and depend on, when he was turning to alcohol and depending on alcohol. But yet I still would drink socially. I'd go out with my friends, I'd have a glass of wine, I'd have a couple cocktails. If we were going on vacation, going out for an event, it just seemed very common to always have a drink. It was a very social accepted thing. It is a very socially accepted thing, except we don't realize the destruction that it does to our hormones, especially in midlife. So let me rewind, go back about 5 years. I am divorced. I'm living alone. My kids are out of the house, and I'm waking up early to go to the gym. I'm working full time, and I go meet a friend for pizza. And we share a pizza, we share a salad, and we share a bottle of wine. A pizza and a salad split at tops should be $40 to $50, maybe. And you split it, so you're paying somewhere in the neighborhood of $20 to $25 a piece. Except when the bill came, because we shared a bottle of wine, and mind you, I'm single, I'm stressed about finances, I'm trying to figure out how to make ends meet. I have 2 kids in college, and I'm trying to support myself. And my portion of the bill was about $85 to $90 because of the bottle of wine. So now I'm buzzed. I'm 2 glasses in. I've had pizza, salad, and I'm driving home in a brand new car that I had just bought. Buzzed. I don't get up the next morning to go to the gym because I'm slightly hungover. I'm groggy. And so now I've started my day missing the gym, not getting a good night's sleep, feeling like crap, and I have to rush to get ready to go to work. And I just made a decision right then and there that I don't really need to drink anymore. It was causing me a lot of chaos, but I wasn't able to put all the pieces together. I didn't understand the role that alcohol had on your hormones at that point. I just knew that it was completely disrupting my sleep, my function of my day, and my finances. So I just made a decision to cut it out of my life. And when I first made that decision and I started going out with friends and I stopped drinking, they were very uncomfortable with it. As a matter of fact, they've said things to me like, "It feels weird to drink alone. I don't want to drink. Won't you have a drink with me?" That right there tells me something. If they don't feel comfortable drinking alone, why? What is it? It's almost their own guilt. It's like they're feeling guilty for drinking. Why? Why are they wanting me to drink with them? Why are they feeling uncomfortable because I'm no longer drinking? It's almost like I'm the problem, but yet nobody looks at alcohol as the problem. And I started sleeping better. I started feeling better. I actually lost little bit of weight. I didn't have that grogginess in the mornings when I'd wake up. And I was a social drinker. I would only drink when I would go out with friends or be at a party or have an event or and I was a social drinker. So it's not like I was sitting there drinking alone every single night. And when I realized that not drinking not only improved my finances, but it improved my body, my mind, my spirit, my soul. And I started to feel better. I started to sleep better. I started to lose a little bit of weight. But really what improved was my mood, my brain fog, my clarity, my ability to focus. I don't think we realize the impact that alcohol has on our hormones. So let me tell you a little story. October is Breast Awareness Month, right? And everybody wears the pink ribbons and does these big races and donates and makes sure that we are aware that breast cancer exists and we want to fund it to help improve it, right? I went to an event in an open air mall, and all the streets were blocked off, and it was a shopping center, and all the streets were blocked off for breast awareness, some event that they were having there. I didn't partake in the event. I just happened to go while the event was going on. And they have vendors and booths and tables and food and all kinds of stuff. It's this huge party, and there are thousands of people. And all the streets are blocked off. There's music playing. It's like this big, huge party. And every person there had a little mug that had something on it. And you could go to all these vendors and get your mug filled with different types of alcohol, wine, beer, whatever they were serving at the different vendors. And it was almost like it was like a crawl, like a pub crawl, like you got numbers every time you went and got your cup filled. And you're marking them off. These people were marking them off every time you go get your cup filled. This is a breast awareness event, which was serving alcohol, encouraging people to go from booth to booth to check the boxes that they drank or tried the alcohol. We know that alcohol is a leading factor in breast cancer. Make that all make sense to me. I can't understand it. I go to the gym, and they have an after party for whatever they're hosting. And they're serving mimosas. After you've worked out, after they're encouraging you to get healthy, and they have shit food and mimosas. It might be donuts, it might be bagels. Help me understand the connection and the concept behind this. I live in this cute little town that has a town square, and once a month they do this wine tasting where you go from store to store to store with your glass, and you go taste wine. You go get wine. It could be a clothing store. It could be a produce store, it could be a restaurant, it could be all these varieties of stores, and you go through the little town square and you take your wine glass and you literally walk in and you're checking off a number on a sheet of paper that you went to every single one of these vendors or stores or locations to get your glass filled to drink your glass of wine. Help me understand the connection between all of this. We know alcohol disrupts our hormones. We know it causes breast cancer. We know the detrimental effects it is to our mind, our body, our soul. But yet we promote it every single day, in every second of every single day. Women, I have friends who have had breast cancer, who have had double mastectomies, who are terrified to take hormones, and they will not take hormones, but they have no problem drinking alcohol. No problem ordering 1, 2, 3 glasses of wine at dinner, but they will not take a hormone. They will not take estrogen because their doctor will not allow them or prescribe it to them. Help me understand this. So as a midlife woman, 57-year-old woman, who made a decision 5 years ago to cut alcohol out of my life, I've never looked back and I've never felt better. And it wasn't hard for me to cut alcohol out of my life. It was hard for the people around me to be with me while they were still drinking. What does that say? What does that tell you? I don't know. But if this lands with you and you want to hear more stories like this, hit that subscribe button and share this with somebody that you know that needs to hear this.